Let's create some database tables in this video so that it's nice and organized, I guess. Currently, we have our server here, and there's one database that we have access to, this Postgres. But that right there, that's like a maintenance database. We shouldn't be working with that one if we can avoid it. So I'm going to create a database here, and I'm going to call this TradeDB. I'll hit save, and there we go. We have this TradeDB. Now if I expand the schemas, I should see this public schema. That's fine. No tables. Right now I'm going to open up my query tool. Or I can hit Alt Shift and Q, but whatever. We need some tables. So for this example, I want to make some sort of trading application or use that as a basis for this. So the point is that it's going to be an app that sits in between me and the online broker, and it needs to keep track of my account information as well as my open trades, maybe some profit loss information as well. So for that, I'll need some tables. So let's do create table account. So for this, I'll have account ID, and this is going to be an internal ID. So it doesn't really matter what kind of data it has. Any kind of identifier that comes from the broker, I'll set that up separately. This is just to have some kind of a key in here for internal use. I want to use UUIDs for this, and those things are usually 36 characters long. If we get rid of the dashes, it's probably like 34 or something. Let's see here. So account ID, then this is going to be a primary key in the system. We can have a username, and this can be a char, let's say 16. We can have an account balance, which will be double precision. We can have a profit and loss, which is also a double precision. And that's kind of it. What else do we need? We need to be able to say whether or not we can open a trade. And I want to keep track of how much of my current balance is actually profit or loss during my usage of this system. Next thing I want is going to be trades. So I'll have a create table trade. And then for this one also, I'll have a trade ID, which is a char 36. Make that my primary key. I'll have an instrument. Let's make this a char 8 or char 16. This is the underlying thing that was traded, like a Forex currency pair or some kind of stock. Let's see here. I need an open price, and this is also double precision. That's going to tell me at which price that I open this trade so that I can eventually calculate profits and losses. Open time, let's take a look at this, timestamp. It'll just be interesting to see how JOQ handles the timestamp. We can have an isOpen boolean, so bool, that's the type in Postgres. And then finally, we need to link this thing to a specific account. So I'll have char 36 to match up with the value I'm going to link it with. And this is a foreign key, so it references account, and I'll make this account ID. And just to make it easy to work with this and to demonstrate stuff, I'm going to say on delete cascade. So that means whenever I delete an account, it will get rid of all the trades in this trades table. And I won't get any problems with warnings about orphan records and all that. So let's run this. If I select all this text and hit F5, then I'll get then my stuff will be created. We can take a look at it. So if I refresh it, then we'll see here accounts table and trades table. And that's pretty much all I need. So now we're ready to run the JOQ code generation tool. And that's going to be quite a long video with a lot of stuff to go through. So let's get into it.